god of hellfire, and I bring you fire.
At some point, you've probably been stood next to a railway line and seen a bunch of smoke bellowing out of the locomotive hauling the train, and part of you gets really excited because it might be a steam locomotive and they're pretty rare and cool. But as the train passes, it turns out it's just another diesel engine, and part of you gets really sad because you're expecting a steam train, and another part of you gets really concerned because I'm fairly sure those things aren't supposed to emit a thick stream of black smoke. Some of you may have also seen straight up fire pour out of the exhausts of these things and wondered to yourself, is that thing about to explode? Well, the answer most of the time is no. In fact, it's a common occurrence for many diesel-driven locomotives to be blasting fire out of their exhausts. It's not entirely intentional, nor is it a good thing, but it's not as dangerous as it seems. What causes this, 9 times out of 10, is usually the turbocharger in the engine of the locomotive. Most diesel-electric engines are simply giant mobile generators that power the electric motors connected to the wheels instead of using a transmission like a car, and sometimes the engine might require more power to help the locomotive in a tough situation, such as climbing a hill or starting a heavy train. Turbochargers are fitted to the engine to give them this extra oomph when needed, but aren't active all the time. The way a turbocharger works is it forces more air into the combustion chamber of the engine when more fuel is added. This allows it to burn properly and give the engine a boost in performance. Sometimes, however, too much fuel can be pumped into the engine and is thrown out of the exhaust while it combusts, resulting in fire and sparks pouring out of the engine. Other reasons the engine might breathe fire is simply the oil in the engine wearing down, the addition of too much oil in parts, or simply the turbocharger overheating due to stress. Drivers need to be careful when using the turbo in an engine as it can cause the engine to overheat and catch fire. Many engines have visible damage to the paint around the exhaust where it has gotten too hot or even caught fire internally. Most small fires are never enough to cripple an engine if the driver is quick to act, but it's still not a favourable outcome. So next time you see a diesel locomotive doing its best impression of a steam engine, know that it's not much to worry about. If it continues to blast fire out of the exhaust, however, do worry. Subscribe for more.